Oh, hey.
We're gonna have a little meeting to discuss those charges. The announcement. Forza.
Wait, what?
344.
I said I just want to get people down here to make sure they understand the announcement.
Wait, what announcement?
Metzger put it out just a few moments ago.
Oh, fuck.
It's in regards to charges. It's penal code changes.
Have you seen the announcement?
Yeah.
People are not going to be happy. Well, you know, murderous criminals are not going to be happy.
Right, what is happening?
Check the PD announcements.
Penal code changes.
There's some
Assault and
penal
battery have been
changes
combined into
happening,
one.
Metzger.
Assault and battery.
DOJ pushed
Kidnapping a
forward.
government employee is a new addition.
It looks like assault and battery has been combined.
Let's use Randy Bullet. Luther Crane, whatever.
It's
Crane
like
report.
kidnapping of a government employee
All right.
has been additioned.
Wait, is it? I don't see
excuse
it.
me.
Okay.
It's coming out. Listen, they're
Murder has been separated out into government employee.
They'll be there
for-
soon. All right.
Yeah.
Very, very soon. Murder's been separated out into government employee. First, second degree murder, manslaughter still stands, as well as charges can now stack for murder, first and second government employee, manslaughter, assault with a deadly weapon charges. This does not include
Oh God, bank trucks are
gang
getting fun,
shootings.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Our
So,
DOJ will now stack murder.
as I said, the MDT should be updating very shortly. So once that update's pushed to our MDTs, that's how we're supposed
Wait,
to
why are
handle it.
people not going to be happy? I'm confused.
Stacking attempted
The
murder of a
stack-
government employee.
instead of just one charge, they shoot at 4 of us. That's 4 times.
And it doesn't matter whether realistically, it doesn't matter whether one person shot at one cop and then another person shot at 2, because it's an accessory. It's felony attempted murder, right?
Wait, what? I don't think that's what that means, is it? It says
Yeah,
per
we-
DOJ will
that.
now stack murder first and second.
Manslaughter, assault with the deadly.
Oh,
So
I
if you're
thought.
charging assault with the deadly and it's on 4 different officers. Guess what? 4 times.
Something I would say just before you get to charging somebody
What
who,
the fuck?
Was involved in a group that shot 8 people, I'd be careful with charging 8 times that. I'd be very careful.
I don't understand why, like, I'm
yeah.
not a
You're
part of
gonna
these
have to be able to-
conversations. Like, I feel like this is server changing.
that person, Forcer, shot at me. Vale shot at me. I don't know about, Dan.
Yeah.
Things like that.
It's not. It
I mean,
has
if you
nothing
can't
to do with
100%
Metzger.
certain
This
say
is a
that that
DOJ
individual
decision.
shot at you, you're not charging for it. If it
Oh.
goes to court, you know what I mean.
I don't
You won't be
necessarily
able to
dis-
justify 100%.
Like, I'm down to have that
it's not
conversation, but
gonna
this
be
is like
group
server
accessory.
changing.
Yeah, it's not just
I-
there's 8 of us 8 times. It's nothing like that.
I doubt they're gonna do that. I doubt it. I'd be interested to ask that as well.
My
That,
my concern is with it is
if
like
they're involved
I
in
wish I was a
shooting with
part of
8
this
officers
conversation.
back down, would it be 8 times?
Because this
Or would you have to
is
prove
entirely
that
meta
exact
shifting,
person pulled the trigger.
and in
But
my
for
opinion,
bank robbery, they're a collective.
that
They're like
that
a
is
union.
Yeah. If
Hold
you're gonna
on.
do the accessory, I think just
Me?
do it once with the accessory, and if you know explicitly that
Veil.
person shot
Oh.
at you, then you start
Hmm.
stacking it.
What's
I
that?
believe
Forster?
Copper was.
No.
around-
I don't know
around-
who's
is she
behind
coming
it, you
back
know what I
around?
mean?
No.
Yeah, Copper will be background.
She may have more insider info than we do right now.
like I want to
As far
understand
as
like
that,
what is
uh,
our plan with this?
Penal code, so maybe she can clarify if she knows.
Well,
So
that
it's-
situation just there.
I don't care if you agree with it, chat. Some of you agree with the changes, and I respect that.
If
Your
it
feelings
happens
on
then
it.
and now, yes.
That's
Oh,
your
yeah, go back
opinion.
to
We're not
What he
changing
pushed
it.
However,
yeah, you
Using
can't
as
go
a-
back.
Understand that
Yes.
it's kind of
Yes, so
strange that
technically it
such
would
a
be the
huge
2
decision
times.
would be made, and this is the first time I'm hearing about
Yeah,
it.
We can 100
I don't know who
positively
else
identify
knows about it even.
That's
that
gonna be
he was
some,
the one to pull the trigger at both of us.
That's gonna be some big time
time
on
fun.
shit like the vault, or you know,
Any of us
someone's in the
have
power grid or
input
whatever.
on these new?
Now it remains to be seen how stringent the DOJ will be with regards to the evidence for that. I mean, if officers can come together and articulate, you know, X people shot at X officers, that's one thing. But if the DOJ is requesting, you know, a casing and a bullet for every count.
My concern, I don't know.
All right, so what I did, I logged out of my MDT, logged back in. Kidnapping of a government employee is there. The assault and battery is there. It's 11-month 825. I see the attempted first-degree murder.
Yep.
Attempted second-degree. I think, yeah.
That's right, Warren. Yep.
Yeah, just log out, log back in.
Yeah, it's a roleplay server, my dude.
So, yeah.
We don't have
Accessory to
process
attempted
for
murder of a
shit.
government employee, aids and abets to attempted murder of a government employee. A government employee is listed as law enforcement. So yeah, we've got the accessory charge now, but it still says do not stack.
I'm confused. I don't know where this came from.
Me
Yeah, it
either.
seems like it's going to be a lot of time for some people.
I'm not giving these charges today. Wait, actually, that's Metzger. Fuck.
Yeah, that's Metzger, Assistant Chief of Police.
God damn it. I thought it was just the DOJ. I'm so confused right now. I am so confused.
It's for both, Brian. DOJ and for us.
Yeah, but from Metzger per DOJ, we will now stack, you know, those charges, you know?
I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't feel comfortable or you feel unsure about it, you know.
I mean, it's probably best to let the people, I'd say some leniency for at least the next
Does
few
the
days.
city know about this?
I don't think.
I don't know about this.
I mean, we've just found out. It's literally just been announced.
So our MDTs haven't. Oh, attempted first-degree murder.
What the fuck?
So attempted murder of a
I am
government
just
employee is still
like
one
dumbfounded right now, bro.
That hasn't been broken down into separate charges.
No.
Okay, so only.
I'm sorry, but
first-degree
like,
murder, first-degree murder,
I feel like this
second-degree
is
murder.
like it
There's
requires
accessory to
management
attempted government
approval.
employee now as
Yeah.
well.
My problem
What
with
the
this
fuck
is
that
like I don't think any management was involved in this, and my problem is
that's the same
my
fine in,
my problem with
fine
this
as,
is
PD
like
weapons.
Right,
like
but
it feel like
that's
someone
when you actually
whoever's
kill someone,
had this conversation doesn't understand that they just made a meta
that's
shift.
an accident.
That's
well, not
huge.
an accidental killing, but a violent act, not necessarily
I don't know.
intending to kill, that kills.
I know
So-
what murder and attempted murder is, but
Right, but first and second. So I guess the difference between the easiest way to articulate the difference between first and second is intent. Clear, you know, verbalized intent. I am going to kill you, bang, dead. First degree. You hit
What
someone with a
happened?
crowbar like that woman the other day, she dies.
Oh,
Second
sorry,
degree.
Dad.
What? Oh, what? I didn't feel anything. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. I was just. Oh,
Are you two related?
hell yeah. It's my potential son.
Should we just like
Oh.
tweet out about this?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
No. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's not our responsibility.
What the fuck?
you know,
Are we
I
sure?
actually wouldn't be
Listen.
completely against doing that
So
because
listen, I just got an email from Metzger, guys. He made sure that I was, you know, making sure everyone was aware of the changes. I said, yes, you know, we're doing debrief that. I'm sorry, you know. But he said, so, you know, obviously ADW, if they shoot at us, if we go incapacitated, obviously attempted, they do stack per officer. So, Brian, if let's say Lang, you know, shoots at me, shoots at you, puts us both down, That's 2 times attempted murder. Government.
If Ellie is driving the car that Lang jumps out of and shoots you both, she would get 2 counts of accessory attempted.
Ryan. Oh shit!
Get up.
Oh, he's okay. It's gonna be hard to piece together to know exactly.
Well then.
Especially in a high stress situation.
I don't understand where the fuck DOJ and whoever the fuck came up with this decision.
Yeah.
But so is this set in stone? That's my
This is as of right now. This is what's happening. Now, may it change in tomorrow? Potentially. You know what I mean?
I don't know how we're supposed to enforce this when nobody knows about it. I mean, do I need to be browsing Reddit to find out that we just changed the entire fucking city?
Yeah, I got you.
Maybe
that's what I'm saying.
State announcement or
some leniency over the next few days until
a Discordian announcement.
Yeah, like, from the top, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not my response. I just enforce the law.
Well, don't the DOJ have announcements in the Discordian?
Not that I would know, but yeah, I believe they do internally.
No, it's a PD announcement.
Yeah.
I'm so confused right
now.
now.
Not that I, Lydia Vale, would know.
I am literally mind blown.
Yeah, Lydia
this
Vale.
is the dumbest shit I think we've done in the longest
might
time.
have a bar license and
like, this is literally asinine. And I'm actually upset. Like, actually, like, furious right now.
I want to say yes.
On the.
I'm actually mad.
You are not.
I'm actually.
So you can see that on
Yes.
I am actually
you
very,
can see
very
that
upset.
Yes, everyone
I believe
can see
before I got deals for PD, you could see it.
So everybody should know.
Yes, that's true. Actually, yeah. Take a look in the in that announcement. Yeah, so people know. Everyone knows.
But I'm so upset that, like, I don't even know how to express my upsetness because I feel like I'm disappointed even more. And like, I feel like this is a joke right now. Like, is this like a? Am I in like a fucking Twilight Zone right now, dude?
Those descriptions will be changing for the penal code.
Like, wait, is someone trolling?
But yeah, basically, except for gang shooting, those charges listed there are to be stacked.
And even if you are down with consequence season, I get it.
I noticed on
but bro, this is not how you do it.
Vlad?
How the fuck does management not know about this? I am literally in the highest position on the server
because the 1013,
and I have no idea about this meta shift
the class 2 in there, and then I.
And if we want to go and do this hardcore serious season, fine. Let's have the fucking conversation first.
You could get back
and then agree that's the right thing and the healthy thing to do with the server and communicating with everybody before randomly announcing this. What fucking moron came up with this decision?
So I agree. I wish there was a way that we could add evidence after.
I take it back. Whoever made the decision probably their mind was in the right place.
The most heaviest one in
but
there,
it is asinine.
I don't want to like say that was bad. Like, you.
They probably had the right.
Kind of quick, but you also.
They probably didn't have bad intentions, but it is actually
he was
stupid.
Charged properly.
It is actually stupid.
Well, all right.
It's just the evidence.
The way this was rolled out.
The evidence? Where's the evidence?
Okay. What are you saying right now?
I was saying there's only one charge of class 1.
You know how much shit the cops are going to get today?
No, he had a class 2 and 2 class 1s. We're not.
Imagine you're planning your day and then all of a sudden this randomly happens.
Yeah, for possession, you
this isn't a small change.
Weapon.
Yeah, I'm down with dude. I'm down with bigger consequences. Sure, let's even if we want to do this, like, how does it just come out of thin air? Like, what?
So this change is pending with regards to,
this isn't a small change.
Maybe if we log out and log back in again, it'll change.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really big deal. Actually.
Yep. Yeah, the attempted murder of
'Cause
government
this is
employee.
going
Do
from,
not
like-
stack has been taken off the bottom of it.
This
going from, like,
entirely
100
changes the
months.
entire city.
Yeah, this goes from a 100-month sentence for like bank trucks and stuff to like 300-month sentences
Potentially, yeah.
potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
I
is,
100% agree that this
And
could.
not to
Isn't that
mention
a
it's going to
good
be
thing, though?
something.
This
like
needs to be rolled
yeah,
back
but
like
this
right
is like
now.
a city flow. I mean, this is going to change the way everything
flows.
is.
Yeah.
Like the full
But-
flow of things.
I mean, if it's coming from the top of the chain, then we rolled
Yeah.
it. And if they
Yeah.
need to make changes, I'm assuming they will, right?
Huh.
But I mean,
Hey, can you come over here?
Who's that?
Who?
Oh,
Yeah.
this guy.
Oh, Underwood. Okay.
Are your eyes open? No.
We're all gonna
Good
go
looking, yep.
respond to a
There you
bank
go.
truck.
Just wanted to clean up
What?
that hair of yours.
oh yeah. Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate it,
we
Brian.
all go in.
What, right now?
3
No,
counts
just
of
saying.
attempted murder of a government employee. 3 counts of accessory.
Give me a
all
second,
fine.
chat. Sorry, chat. I'm just trying to save the server from turning into God knows what the fuck it's gonna happen. I'm like infuriated right now.
What kind?
Uh-huh.
344.
Go for 228.
What's your 20?
I'm in the kitchen mission room.
Disregard latest 1010.
Almost done here, chat. All right. 495, take a look at the latest DOJ announcements. We're no longer stacking.
10-4.
All right. So nobody's really at fault here. Other than management. That includes myself.
Batch 557, 76, the latest 1010.
It's really tough, man. We need to get our fucking organization in check. Cause like I don't know. I don't know. It's just we're very exceptionally unorganized, and just our communication chains are just very poor, and things that need to be discussed we I don't know. Like it's I don't know. We have to fix it somehow. I don't know how, but I don't know. We will. It's tough to do. It's tough to do in what is it's very tough to do. There's just so much on our plate ultimately that certain discussions I think we just end up not. I don't know. We just have really poor organizational structure. At the end of the day, we're very very poor organizational structure, and as a side effect, conversations that require stakeholders. So understand that I come from a startup background, right? And prior to that, I was in a in other company when I was working at a Fortune 500. Like my position, had it been anywhere else, would have been like next door to an executive position. I'm very familiar with how actual professional management is done. But I'm also familiar with how a startup looks like. Now imagine a startup with volunteers without a management structure in place, and a proper organizational structure with communication chains and meeting minutes and action items and knowing who the stakeholders are and sign-offs and stuff like that, right? And the reality of the matter is NoPixel is a multi-million-dollar startup made up of volunteers, quite frankly. And so, you know, and it's crazy because like there's no other real option around it other than that. Like, you know, so like sometimes these things are gonna happen, right? And at least it's resolved for now, and now we're aware of it. We'll get it fixed. Luckily, we have things like kill switches. Luckily, nothing went into effect. We caught it before it happened. Don't blame the DOJ for it. If anything, it's because we've got a poor organizational structure. I know I saw some. It has nothing to do with the DOJ. It has nothing to do with the PD High Command. What that was. It's more complicated than that. The best way I can summarize it, I think it was an idea. And that idea just, due to our poor organizational structure, not enough stakeholders were a part of the conversation. It went into production. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We're not even a real, like, full-on, you know. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's the same reason that sometimes bugs pop in, right? And people wonder, like, you know, some of you guys have, like, software backgrounds and stuff. And I've got a software background, trust me. I would never have it set up this way. But it's a side effect of, it's all made up, everything is made up of volunteers. You know? And I know people talk like, yo, there should be this accountability and this and that. I get it, but don't forget that everyone is volunteering. You know? So, you know, in the back of our minds, we forget that people only have time to spare an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. They go out of their way. They skip their, you know, their dinner, or skip time with family, or, you know, instead of playing their favorite new video game, they go spend time working on NoPixel. And so as a side effect, things fall, you know, things like this happen. You know what I mean? Why is everyone a volunteer? Because inherently NoPixel cannot make money and cannot pay like a manager full time. If there was a way to pay for a full-time manager, you know, like $60,000 a year, which is probably the cost of a low-end manager, sure, I'm sure NoPixel would have done it, but you can't actually do that. It would be illegal because 5M only has permission to run modified Rockstar games if it's non-profit. And the moment you hire a manager and you're charging for it, now all of a sudden you break the TOS and the server's gone. So... yeah, there's no monetization on this. Yeah. So, trust me when I say that it's one of the reasons why it's like hard to take, like, when people get too crazy about it, like, oh my God, fuck this. Why did the code do this? Why is this bug there? I always try to be like, guys, remember that the dudes who made that stuff, or there's not, like, we don't have full continuous integration setups. You know, we don't have full-time testers. There's not, like, you know, everything is a mod and a hack effectively. And the fact that the server even fucking works the way it does is a miracle. And like, you know, like, for example, the gun things, there's all this talk about like the guns are like, you know, the guns are broken, but it's not really anybody's fault. It's because some like shit changed in the framework that we have no control over, and it broke a bunch of code that already exists. And now someone has to go in there. Number one, someone needs to file a bug report such that the developers who are volunteers are made aware. We as the players of the community need to make sure that they are aware of it by you know, by putting in the bug report and having a way to be like, yo, this is super busted, so that one of the volunteer developers can go in and make the alterations necessary, assuming they work on that segment of it and then apply it to the server. It's not like someone mysteriously went in and said, yo, fuck all the criminals. It's because the framework changed some like method or function calls, or like maybe a native changed, or like something that used to work a certain way changed, right? And then all of a sudden it's like busted, or like even the dumb comment, like people I saw on Reddit saying it too, and some people meme about it. I get it. Like Rated put in a bug report for one of the nodes on the power plant, but also understand that there's a shitload of other bugs that affect the rest of the player base, right? And someone's gonna get to that, but it's not like, it's kind of unfair to say, why didn't this change that I personally care about get fixed right here and now? You know what I mean? When the workaround right now is sort of, what it is. We don't know how bad the bug is. That bug that might be in there may be a result of a shitload of spaghetti code that might exist, or might be extremely complicated to fix. You know what I'm saying?
Direct 76.
So I'm just saying, like, just be conscious. That's all I'm asking. Anyways, at least this was resolved. Like I said, don't blame the PD, don't blame the DOJ. It's just, sometimes shit happens. We fixed it before it got bad. Like Mehdi's PR? Well, I don't think it's PR. I'm just being honest.
I want to be here for clarification as well on this one.
Yeah, I think Judge Holiday's cleared it up in the internal PD now.
Right.
With regards to not stacking murder, but I mean, we previously stacked assault with a deadly weapon prior to this announcement, so I guess we're still stacking assault with a deadly.
Yeah.
So quite often, what'll happen?
Wait, have we?
4 officers will have been shot at, and a criminal will say, "Well, it's not attempted murder. It's not attempted murder. It's not attempted murder." And then we say, "Okay, well, we can walk it to the lesser charge of assault with a deadly, but you assaulted 4 cops with a deadly weapon, so it's going to be 4 counts of assault with a deadly weapon."
Yep.
So that'll remain the same.
That'll remain the same for now, pending a discussion with the city council on that.
Yeah. I'll be honest, my jaw.
Man, those city council people are really stupid, I think.
Yeah, they can be.
I heard like they're like 3/4 smart and like quarter brain dead.
But one of the big things that we did do, what was attempted manslaughter and manslaughter has been renamed second degree murder. That's at the request of basically the entirety of the PD and half the civilian population.
For some reason, I think I'm happy about that one.
Yeah, no, there's been so many people that wanted it back that way that honest, the verbiage is exactly the same. It's just the title. We changed the title back because everybody wanted it. And then manslaughter got put in there as accident. Basically, it's the accidental killing.
Yeah.
It's the whoopsie. Like, I hit you with my car and you died, and I really didn't intend to do that. You walked out in front of me. I don't even understand how you got there. Oh my God, what happened here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you
also got the kidnapping for government employees now.
Yes, that was
that's
requested as well, because apparently everybody and their cousin is kidnapping doctors and
EMS,
PD.
PD, everyone.
What was the onus for that decision to be made in the first instance with regards to stacking the murder charges?
What we are looking at we're trying to find a way to combat some of the issues that I remember. It was about 2 months ago. I was riding with Tribble, and there was a chase, and they apprehended one suspect. And then I spent the next 2.5 hours being shot at over in the industrial area, and it got to the point where Tuong was acting like as an EMT, pulling sheriff's deputies, myself,
so to
and a couple other people out.
They're trying to save their friends.
To make it more costly because as the penal code is written right now, you do that and it's just, hey, it's if you down the entirety of the PD, you get one charge.
Yeah, I get
And
you.
so you shoot one, you might as well shoot all of them. So like I've been looking very seriously at that. So is the district attorney. So have the rest of the judiciary, and we're trying to find a way to make that not worth people's while, so that it doesn't basically eat all of y'all up for 3 or 4 hours at a time.
The impetus should, I think it should definitely be, the impetus should be on getting away rather than,
Or at the very least, if someone makes that decision, they know that they are going to be in for a hurting for a long time.
Yep.
So I'm going to have that discussion with the city
reward.
council. Hopefully,
I think that's
soon, and we'll figure out how they want to do that. Because I've been asking and saying that this, like, it's just, I don't think it's healthy for y'all, because y'all get just kind of stuck. And I know that I've heard complaints from multiple officers that it's just, we're stuck in stuff like this. And then I get civilians asking me where are the police. I try and make a police report on something and I can't find them. So
we're just on some hillside waiting on this.
Yeah, I'm trying. But I gotta go through a couple of channels to see if I can make that happen.
Okay. Yeah, because once that first announcement, I was like, oh well.
So
you're like Perkins 42.
Honestly, it seems like a pretty positive thing. Like if you're in if a criminal was in a situation where they maybe had to shoot one officer
play the Nino theme song
and then flee
and then get the hell out.
Casanova,
kind of,
fuck
more
me.
reasonable than actually going out of one's way to destroy and decimate the police force. Like Casanova, you remember that other day? We were over at the situation in Little Seoul. We were entirely out of the fight. Like, we couldn't do anything, and we basically just wanted to recover our officers, but we couldn't go anywhere near our officers because people were waiting to get us
basically
down.
circling in our cruisers, waiting
In our vehicles.
We're like I said, we're trying to find a way to combat
I
that.
gotcha.
I mean,
for the
I don't
good
think
of
it's
the city.
necessarily a bad thing, but it's just the kind of flip of the switch with that being such a big
yeah, like
it's going to hurt people a lot.
I think it's a positive change. It just needs to be telegraphed very well, I think.
Yeah.
For the good of the city, but it's a good thought behind it, I think, Brian, right?
Yeah. And so we did this in conjunction with a few people. And even without the
you said Brian.
Yeah.
Even without the stacking, one of the things I'm going to do is the group that got together to kind of work on the verbiage and change this and that. We didn't reevaluate with the drug charges last month because honestly, it was really just kind of about defining trafficking and a few other things better. With this one, I'm gonna bring that group back together at the end of the month, and we're going to take a look at.
I don't want to say anything because it's going to be OOC. It's hard for me to talk about this topic in character, I think.
And
so I'm trying to avoid it.
There needs any update, and just monthly. If you've all been paying, I believe I have been inviting Command Plus members.
Because it's so crazy,
as well
I don't
as,
even know what Brian would think.
Other people from the community to help take a look at a few of these things.
I mean, fuck them; they're just criminals, right?
Rewording. You would be amazed what you can get when you have buy-in, Brian.
Yeah, definitely.
Buy-in is super important.
That's what I mean.
So that's what we've been doing to try and make sure. Because one of the things I've noticed in the couple of years I've been doing this now is that the penal code always tends to lag behind the rest of the city by 2 or 3 months. So I'm trying to combat that.
That's
by
why I'm
doing
trying to remain
periodic
quiet.
Reviews of
I
different
don't want there to be
sections.
confusion about what I feel and what Brian feels.
Think that'd be good.
That's why I'm being quiet, kind of. Because I too strongly feel a certain way.
Anyhow, are there any other questions? This, that, the other. The verbiage. I tried to make it as easy as possible. Is there any issues with how things are written?
I don't think I
Slightly
saw
on
any.
a tangent, Judge Hodson.
Certainly.
Just check your radio in a second because it's hard to verbalize this
I just
myself.
I think this topic is big enough that we need to have that conversation with a lot of people. I think it's coming from the right place.
I did not. We
it's just
specifically
not.
just look at verbiage and things, and we don't want we try not.
It's
to
coming from
touch
the right place. I get it. Someone's trying to come up with a solution. This needs
Just that one
bigger
in particular.
conversation because
Right.
this changes the meta of the
Right,
server
right. Ooh,
completely.
well, hold on.
And that conversation extends to the police
ever feel
force
like you're
as
left
to
out of
what
the
does this mean
conversation?
for you as a cop and
I can't
the way you
vocalize this
enforce.
myself, as strange as that sounds.
I get it. Just giving you shit.
They know.
Right. No. Yeah. I
spoke
sent you a
with
text on that.
Wayward
Yeah,
OOC.
yeah.
I understand
Yeah,
what the problem
basic
is now.
answer to that is we haven't
They've
touched
already
that yet.
paused it,
Mhm.
so
Okay.
there's
That's going
we don't need to worry about it.
It's going to require a lot to figure out the correct way to ascertain what that should look like.
I hope
All right.
I feel like these kind of things, like whoever these city council idiots are, like anything that's got this big of a citywide change, it's whenever the decision's made that we have a meeting amongst even the PD of how it's going to be rolled out, because like, I don't know, like imagine having to give some of these charges and then explaining it,
Right.
it would be disastrous.
I mean, you can explain it in 3 words, but it doesn't mean that people aren't going to be incredibly upset by it. I think, this is the
No,
kind
well,
of
I
talk
think
to
the
people
city
blind with
needs
it,
to
right?
know about it as well, like the individuals. This is almost similar to a conversation I had with Metzger in terms of, like, the city needs an app for announcing these things in the city. So,
That is true. I wish.
and, you would imagine this council was thinking about it for months, but I don't know why the fuck they haven't done it yet. Because
I know that everybody has access to. There's that Discordian app. Everybody in the city has access to the DOJ announcements. So when everybody gets added on that, literally everybody that is there can see it. That's about the only thing that even comes close to that.
You
I mean, just like
when you're waking up and you just get off the train and you gotta enter the city. That'd be a good.
I mean, I think just an app, just like
Yeah, I was
anything
just
with a
gonna say,
bubble
like-
on notifications,
Yeah.
and then
I agree. I think an app on the phone would be very, very
Oh,
good.
God.
oh, thank God we're not throwing
Oh.
someone in for 1,000 months.
I mean, we can.
We can.
Wait, no, we can't. We can though. Oh,
Oh,
Hey,
fuck.
hey,
I got my
Casanova.
foot rifle.
yeah. What's up, bro?
Let me
Does
go grab my
does
foot
Vil
rifle.
understand that we don't just stack assault with deadly unless we're like confirmed on the individual?
Yeah. Yeah.
Units available, identify
I mean, very rarely does that ever happen.
Yeah. I'm just asking
Yeah.
because the way that was said, I'm a little worried
Seems
about.
like it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I got it too. I'm gonna start.
Oh my
Oh.
god, please.
Oh, sorry, Lauren. Okay, I wasn't the only one who thought that.
No dispatch.
Okay. Oh my God, dude. Chad, I love you. Thank you for like. Thank you for being here when I need it, because I am just like. That just bumped my fatigue level by 10%. It was like crisis averted. Shit like that scares me because I could destroy the server. You know what I mean? Like literally. And if you, and I understand for some people they don't understand why, and that's okay. But because they don't have as wide of a. Not everyone's gonna have as wide of an understanding of what goes on, outside of their immediate. But that was this was potentially server destroying.
Could I get another unit to approach from Great Ocean Highway with me?
I'm gonna try to get back into this 100% chat. I just need a minute to just like remove this fatigue.
I'm just inside MLPD. I'm coming out now. 76 shortly. Correct.
It's not just a criminal thing. You have to understand, like, and I'm going to say this again because I know some people miss the point entirely, is that I'm not against higher consequences. You have to remember, I come from servers that had way higher consequences. I've played characters who took on way higher consequences. I played Kindle when you would go to jail forever. You like, when you did the power plant, I get it. I'm not. It's a different way of playing. The problem is communication. Something like a big meta shift like this can't just be flipped on out of thin air. The player base needs to know it's coming. They should know it's coming. Like, that's something they need to be aware about. That's outside of the fact that we need a discussion with them. Is this what we want? And if not, those who are determining where the server is going to go need a way in. But it's okay. Like, even the police force, like sure, the decision was made. Like, what the fuck do we tell people when they go get arrested? Like, hey, by the way, you're going to jail for the rest of the night. They're going to look at us like, what the fuck is the PD doing when those officers involved have nothing to do with that discussion? You know what I mean? Uh-oh. It's not even really DOJ, and that's why I'm saying don't blame it on them.
23 on the tunnels now. Stand by for intel. 302, what's your location currently?
Everyone's about 1 mic out.
Good shit. Let's go.
Direct, I'll have eyes on my camera.
I'm gonna need you to, like, I'm removing fatigue right now after that situation that just happened. So my mind's not all there.
You do you, just drive.
Yeah.
Just drive. I got you.